Hello and welcome back to another Understand Your Buyer video. In this video, we're looking at the notion of being one step ahead. So what is it? Well, being one step ahead is all about reminding your buyers that your offering is there for them in their time of need. Until that moment, they will always be one step ahead of their problems and the competition. Now, this is really talking about services and offerings where it's a just-in-case thing, where you're not really going to see the value of that offering until you actually need it. So the notion of being one step ahead is to remind your buyer that yes, they haven't seen the value of your offering just yet, but by definition, they're always one step ahead of their problems or one step ahead of the competition, because when the time comes, everything is set to help them move forward. So how does it work? Well, it works because we like to feel like we have an advantage over the competition or over our problems, or are somehow accessing exclusivity and that we're not going to miss out. If you're selling a service or a product that's only deemed valuable when it's actually used, and think about things like insurance, for example, then focus your efforts on the fact that your buyer is prepared. That's the real value here for them. So a quick example might be something like a smoke alarm. A smoke alarm can sit in your house for years and years and be forgotten about, but when it activates in the middle of the night, wakes you up and saves your life, then you see the value of the smoke alarm. You bought the alarm to know that in your time of need, you will be one step ahead of that fire, and that's exactly what happened. And let's not forget that not having a smoke alarm and not being one step ahead is going to have dire consequences. So how can you use it? Well, if you have a just-in-case style offering where the value is only really seen as and when you're called upon, a bit like the smoke alarm, a bit like insurance, then you just need to remind your buyer of the consequences and the bad things that can happen to them and the problems that they could face. And then you can remind them that by using your product or your service, they will always be one step ahead. So that is the notion of being one step ahead. If you offer a just-in-case service where the buyer only really sees the value when they need you, a bit like insurance, then focus on being ahead of any issues or the competition. It helps buyers to connect with the actual value that you offer. Well, that's it for another Understand Your Buyer video. And if you like this kind of stuff, then you'll definitely like the book, which you can buy at understandyourbuyer.com.